Welcome to Mornings with Mr. Kolton and Nick.
Good morning. Welcome to Mornings with Mr. Kolton, the winter edition. We got a lot of snow this year, so we're going to do two things.
Make a Quinzee and make an igloo.
That's right. So I'm going to mostly do the igloo, and Nick is going to make the Quinzee. He's already started shoveling a nice pile of snow for a Quinzee. The bigger pile of snow, the better. And then you let it sit for a bit before we dig it out. I did some snow sculptures for New Year's, and what I'm going to do is they're all partied out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them into equal blocks so that I can make an igloo out of them. I've watched a couple YouTube videos. I don't know what I'm doing. I made a lot of Quinzees before, but I've never made an igloo, so this is my first try. So I'm just going to follow exactly as they say, and in fact, if you're part of my class, there's going to be a link to those YouTube videos in Google Classroom for you to check out. I'll try to explain along the way, but I'm going to try to concentrate mostly on making it. So I'm just going to get to it. I'm going to cut them into chunks. I've got a time lapse in the window. Hopefully it'll catch a bit of it. But I'll meet you back after I have a whole bunch of ice chunks or snow chunks. And Nick has made as big a pile as he can. So I did the first layer, and what I've got to do now, I'm going to slope it. I'm actually going to cut it so that it's on a slope, so that as I'm actually building it up, it's kind of in a spiral, and that helps so that the other blocks kind of rest. The next block rests upon the next block, rests upon the next block, gives it a little bit of structure and stability as we build it up. If we build it up layer by layer, then there would always be that first one that might just fall down. Nick has yet to come and start his part of the structure. He was making us lunch, so I can't blame him. But he's got all these rocks, all these blocks to work with, and there'll be more to come as anything that's not perfect for me, he can use. My time lapse ended. It kind of shut off on me. It was a little too cold out. So we missed a bit of what I did. First I sloped it, and now I've been putting the blocks by block. So far so good. Okay. He's got a nice pile going on. Don't know quite what he's going to do with it yet. Oh yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
I'm gonna wait till it's hardened. Then I'm gonna make a little hollow thing. Be a little hut for my dog.
Ah, a little dog hut. That's not a bad idea. A little doggy Quinzee. So that's where it is so far. He's also using the extra blocks we've got and building a pile with it as while I'm trying to build this igloo. Probably fit two people comfortably sitting in here having a conversation. Sitting down. Don't quite know if I could lay down. Let me try. Oh, I could sleep in here if I wanted to. I don't think I want to. You can see the roof. I had to go with flat because I couldn't maintain the curve after the other day, and it even started to crack a bit inside here. Probably last night a little bit. It kind of collapsed a little bit. So it, as long as it stays cold, it should last and nobody jumps on top. But it kind of lost its igloo-ness when it melted the other day. But I think I saved it as best I could. Tons of fun to play in. It was a fun little project. Didn't go as planned, but it was a lot of fun. For having the other day when it just totally melted, I think it looks alright. A much bigger opening than I had planned, but it did collapse on me, so I did what I could. But now it's ice. That thing will probably last, as long as it doesn't get above zero, it's going to last all winter. So take a look at Nick's little dog, Quinzee. It turned out really well. It'll fit Bijou anyways. I don't know if it would fit a big dog, but it turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. So we'll see you next time on Mornings with Mr. Kolton, Winter Edition.
Mornings with Mr. Kolton and Nick.